Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Kitchen Catastrophes with Melissa. Today we are filming in the kitchen of Big Creek Missions in eastern Kentucky, and we have a very special guest with us today. This is Jordan. He is the baker extraordinaire here at Big Creek.
Hey.
Tell us a little bit about what we're making today.
So today we are going to try our hand at making some macaroons, banana flavored, and then we're going to make some Turkish Delight.
Now, I've never made either of these.
And I haven't either.
He hasn't either, so who knows? With me in the kitchen, there could be a catastrophe. We do have a substitution that we'll be telling you about in a little bit. So, how do we get started?
So first we're going to go over here, and we're going to start mixing the egg whites in the blender. 100 grams of egg whites, and we're adding in a teaspoon of both banana and vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
Are these not the cutest little cups? Here, I'm going to bring them closer because y'all need to see how adorable are those.
And while we wait for those to begin to form soft peaks, we are going to mix our almond flour with our confectioner sugar. So we're going to combine the almond flour and confectioner sugar together and then sift it to get any of the clumps out. So that way we have a nice and smooth batter. And we'll sift it one more time just to make sure we are good and ready. Can you check the white liquid?
What am I looking for?
Are they forming soft peaks? So soft peaks are when the egg whites begin to form kind of little peaks like with the tip of an ice cream cone.
Okay. It does not look like ice cream.
Okay. So this is what a soft peak looks like. And it also kind of moves around.
Right.
Now we're adding a third of the sugar.
Oh, just a third of the amount of sugar. So we're not putting in all of the sugar.
Yes. Then we're going to let it mix in so that it's fully incorporated. Then we'll add another third cup. We'll let it mix a little longer, and then add the rest. We can also add in the food coloring, which is going to be yellow since they are banana.
Yeah.
Yes, man. You're dropping.
I think I got 3.
That's okay. So we made with 4.
Oh, yeah. That's really good. I think it needs more.
Definitely more. There we go. So now, the egg whites are not really moving around. They form stiff peaks. And we will begin to fold in the dried ingredients.
Now, when you fold, that means like you just kind of lift it over. You don't really stir it, right?
Correct. So you don't really want to jeopardize the air in the egg whites and cause the egg whites to lose their fluffiness, which you will do if you whisk it.
Now, we were talking about how Jordan is our baker extraordinaire, but he was sharing with me the other day that he has had an instance of one catastrophe while baking. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about that.
So I went home when Big Creek had shut down for the season, and I kind of got the urge for some cupcakes. Now, being a baker, cupcakes shouldn't be a problem. So I found me a recipe that I liked, and I got to work making some cupcakes. Mixed them, everything was going great. Popped them in the oven, they looked beautiful. Pulled them out, let them cool, took one bite, cornbread. I had made cornbread. It was great. It was actually a disappointment, but
did it still taste good?
yeah, it tasted great. We had it for dinner.
So even when he has a kitchen catastrophe, it's still a success.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people's cupcakes or other people's cornbread.
Yep.
Now, I have been baking for 5 or so years now. And the one story from all of it isn't really a catastrophe. It's just a random encounter. And I don't think I will ever forget it. So it was when I first started getting into baking. I had made a dessert. It was like an apple pie. It was a different take on an apple pie. So I made it. It turned out great. There were no complaints and everybody loved it. But I had this little old lady walk up to me and tell me that I was doing good and to keep at it, but that I needed to read a cookbook. And I was confused. So I looked at my boss. I asked him what he thought it meant. I asked my best friend what she thought it meant. None of us had a clue. And to this day, I still don't know what reading a cookbook was supposed to do for me.
That is really random. Okay, so we're supposed to thin this to the consistency of honey. So we're not quite there yet.
Nope, it's not really wanting to move a whole lot. Oh, hey, look! Here's my boss now.
Come on in, Kevin. Kevin, say hello. This is Kevin Rogers. That was Kevin Rogers. He's a director here at Bakery.
Let's open the doors up like a box over.
I'll put your button over.
You need to edit that out.
You might have to leave that part in.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
That looks kind of like honey.
Agreed. It looks really good. I think it's ready.
Alright, okay, so we're going to put this now into a piping bag. I hope this tip is the right one, because it looks like the only one here.
It'll do. And you will either hold it open. I will fill it.
The big messy part right here.
Oh yeah.
Messy usually means good in the kitchen.
It's time for a commercial break. If you're interested in a place where you can come and serve and make a difference in the community, come to Big Creek Missions. In the heart of rural Appalachia, we would welcome you and your family serving the poor and the needy in Appalachia. And then after you come serve here, we invite you to take it back home and do what you do here back at home. Thank you. Have a great day.
That was beautiful. We are almost done. I think that's good.
So now we're just going to put these on like little dollops. Is that what we do?
We're going to make little circles.
Alright.
Circles.
Bunches of circles. Oh, here. Let's see if I can turn it so you can see the circles.
Now these aren't going to be pretty circles. But I'm not a professional. You can actually get baking mats that have the circles printed onto them, which makes doing this a lot easier, but we're just having to guesstimate.
That's right.
However, if this turns out well, I will definitely be ordering one of those baking sheets. Would you say these look about the same size?
Yeah, they're all pretty close.
Now that I've gotten through some of the batter, it's actually easier because I have a full grip on the bag.
Wow. So you've got almost all of them on the pan. Once it's all there, we're going to put it in the oven, right?
Nope.
No. What are we going to do with it?
So for macaroons, you leave them setting for 30 minutes, so that way they settle.
Oh, it's like they're in timeout.
Yep. If you do not let them sit, they will not come out the way you hope. I'm going to get cleaned up and I'll be right back.
All right, so the macaroons sat out for their 30 minutes, and now they are in the oven. They'll be there for 13 minutes. So in the meantime, we are going to work on the Turkish Delight.
And so to do that, you're going to get a pot, and on medium heat, you're going to combine 4 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of water, a teaspoon of lemon zest, but we forgot the lemon, so we're doing orange.
We hope
And
it works.
Yes, we hope it's not a catastrophe. And then you'd also do 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, but since we're doing orange zest, we're doing orange juice. And we will whisk that. And after you whisk it, you want to whisk it?
I can whisk it.
After you whisk it, you're going to let it come to a boil. After it hits a boil, you drop the heat to medium-high, and you let it cook until the temperature reaches about 240 degrees Fahrenheit.
Do we have to keep stirring while we wait for it to boil? We just mix it, we're good? Let it do its thing?
There we go. Okay. So while that is doing its thing, we're going to go ahead and combine 3 cups of water with a cup of cornstarch and a teaspoon of cream of tartar. We will do that on medium heat. And we will whisk it until it kind of solidifies. Melissa, I will let you whisk that.
All right.
I'm going to use another pot that is orange, because that was real good.
Well, that's good. I was hoping I picked a good one out of the pile. It looks like milk. Yeah.
This is really starting to combine and look really good. So we almost forgot the vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and add a teaspoon. And go ahead and mix it up. Better late than never, that's for sure. To a boil as well. I was wrong. But it was a lot to remember.
All right.
You don't have to constantly mix it, just mix
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
We're boiling. And we're almost, oh, we're starting to boil a little bit here too.
I got to break it loose once.
Am I supposed to turn this down now?
Yeah, turn it medium high.
So like 4.5-ish, 5-ish?
Medium low.
No. This is kind of like glue now. It went from milk to glue.
That's crazy.
How long does this get to be on the flow like this?
It's a little thickened with all this stuff.
Well, I think it's thickened.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the sugar mix is ready to go.
Beautiful. So,
Because that thermometer doesn't go up to, it doesn't go up to
oh, okay.
240.
All right, so now we're going to add the sugar mixture to this lovely gelatinous mixture. All right, so we're going to make our Turkish Delight blue. Oh, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
It almost matches your shirt.
Hey.
Like, how do we know when this is done?
We gotta let it cook on the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we can kind of let it do its thing and just check in on it. Do you want to show them the cookies?
We can show them the cookies.
All right. So just a moment ago, Jordan pulled the cookie part of the
Bring them over here.
yes. Pulled those of the macaroons. Is that how you say it? Macaroons. Or if you're in France, it's probably like macaron. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, gonna show us what the cookies, how they turned out.
They actually turned out beautiful.
Oh my goodness, they are adorable. Can you you can't see through my arm.
And if you want, you can grab that little piece and try it.
Ooh, ooh.
Tell me what you
A
think.
little-
Tell me how we did on the cookies.
Ooh, it's light and fluffy.
Yeah. Something to remember. people will say, oh, that's hard to make. The only hard thing about it is deciding to do it.
Huh. Never thought of it that way. I will say that in life I tend to play it safe. So it's good to try something new and kind of put myself out there a little. Try something that could be challenging.
But I mean, if you never try to make it, then you can never make it right.
So true.
And I mean, I think we did pretty good considering. Like that one cookie on the very left corner, that is perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, they're all beautiful, but that's like,
Extra beautiful.
yeah, that looks like it came out of a professional shop.
I think we're going to start on the filling for the macaroons while
Yeah.
this is cooking. So, or we're going to eat a little bit more of the orange maybe.
I mean, hey, it's good orange. Don't waste it.
Alright, so what do we do for our filling?
So for the filling, you're going to take butter, milk, and sugar, and your flavoring, and combine them.
Okay, for our flavoring, we originally were going to do vanilla, but we've changed our minds and we're going to do some banana and almond.
And you start off by putting your butter in the mixer, letting it get creamy. So now that the butter is kind of cream, we're going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla and 1.5 teaspoons of banana. And I'll let you do that.
Alright.
Then we are going to add in 4 cups of confectioner sugar. I'm sorry, we're going to do almond, not vanilla. Right ahead of myself. You do want to make sure that you scrape the bowl, just in case there's butter left on the bottom. And just in there, we'll have some delicious Buttercream. I'm going to go get some spoons and we'll try it out.
There's spoons over here.
You have spoons?
You brought them.
I brought spoons.
You brought the spoons.
I brought those spoons. Oh, this smells great, Melissa. That's really good.
Banana and almond was the right choice.
Agreed.
That was good.
Now, we can put the buttercream on the piping bag.
Oh,
Don't make the same mistake I did.
okay. Whee!
Yeah, they are ready.
Oh,
They are ready to come off of the pan. I'm gonna run this milk bar back to the fridge.
I will. I can start putting the buttercream in the bag. Oh my goodness, this smells so good.
Melissa, I'm so glad we did this. These are so yummy.
This is the right choice, man. Okay, so we now have our buttercream into the, what do you call this bag?
Piping bag.
The piping bag. And we are going to make our little sandwich cookie things.
The trick here is to find cookies of similar size.
These two let's put together. And voila. Okay, I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see.
Yes.
Look how beautiful that is. Okay. All right, we'll taste
Okay.
test in a little bit.
We got a plate for it right here. Melissa, did you ever think that you'd be playing matchmaker?
I actually once was a very successful matchmaker.
Really?
Yes, when I was in grad school, I made a new friend, and after a while, it dawned on me. That's not me more than. It dawned on me that she and a coworker of mine would probably be well suited for each other. They both were dating other people at the time, though. So I just happened. I told both of them, like, you know, I have a friend, and the two of you would be great together. If you ever happen to be single at the same time, I'm gonna have to introduce you. A couple of years later, by the way, all music teachers. So a couple of years later, we're at the state music conference, and I'm talking to her, and he starts to walk up, and according to them, I got very sing-songy, and I introduced them, and they started dating shortly later, and then they got married, and now they have 2 beautiful daughters.
That's awesome. Come look at these cookies, Kevin.
Okay. Those are cute. It's not a catastrophe.
Well, we haven't tasted them yet.
Oh, that may be a
That's why we want
catastrophe.
you in.
Oh, so I'm the taste tester?
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, try the icing.
Yeah.
Move your spoon. Now I'm back.
There's spoons right here.
We can't move.
Have you all used them? Oh, there they are.
Fun.
Don't worry, Kevin. I brought them over there, and I did the same thing.
That's good. That's good. What was this right here? Same icing? And that. This is buttercream with banana, basically?
Banana almond.
How do you do?
Kevin, when you get a minute, can you come and stir this blue mixture?
Oh, let me wash my hands again. I'm going to lick my fingers. That's a lot of sugar. With the tongs, whisk.
Yeah.
What is this blue?
It's gonna be our Turkish Delight. We made it blue for funsies.
This looks more like the slime in Ghostbusters, just to be honest. But hey, if it's good, it's good.
Why not adding those things?
I don't know. This person's gonna get a lecture. I don't know. Did he not realize we weren't done with all the taste testing?
Yes, ma'am.
I like how these look kind of like little miniature hamburgers.
Yeah.
Next time we should make the icing like dark brown.
Yeah. Like do it in layers, like a layer of dark brown, a layer of
We
green.
ended up with an odd number of cookies.
That's fine. We can cut a cookie open to see if it's hollow inside or not.
Looks good to me.
Oh, the actual cookies themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go grab Kevin. We'll try these macaroons.
Oh my word. Oh, that was good. How long has that been cooking?
About 30-ish minutes.
Okay, so it's almost done. We're almost done. That just it needs to cool, right?
We have to put it in the fridge overnight.
Okay.
You gotta come try the actual cookie, YouTuber. Okay. I think honestly I think we're good. I think this is ready. Oh.
Alright. Yes. Should we hold them up first to the camera so the camera can see?
Yes.
So you can see how beautiful these are. Look at those. Alright.
Moment of truth.
I picked that one.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth is here. I will be the honest taste tester. Do I eat it in one bite or do I? Because
However you feel best.
I do Oreos, like I open them, then I twist them. Now that's really good. I don't care who you are.
Alright.
That's a good cookie right there. I don't normally talk like this, but when I'm eating, you never know what might happen.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, real cook sounds good. Now that we're done cooking it, we're gonna pour it into this metal dish and let it set overnight.
does kind of remind me of Slinger. Except for it's not green, it's more teal. It looks like we were trying to do a diorama with the ocean. Doesn't it?
It does, I'll give you that.
Is that good?
Yep, you're getting a slime everywhere.
I've made a mess. Alright, I'm going to sneak a taste of this right here though. Turkish Delight. It's going to go in the refrigerator for 8 hours and then we can try it later. Alright, we'll see you later.
The slime tastes good.
Alright, so the Turkish Delight is set. It is kind of gummy. It's like a large gummy lake almost. So out of the pan it goes.
Oh, that turned out beautiful.
So we cover it with, this is cornstarch and powdered sugar.
Yep.
And then, oh, there we go. And then we're going to cut it and serve it.
So part of the point of the powdered sugar and cornstarch is so that way when you handle it, it is not super sticky. And how could you dip napkins like before you put napkins?
Doesn't look like a diorama lake so much anymore.
Now it looks like a frozen one.
All right, let's go see what the staff thinks about this.
Macaroons pretty bougie.
All right, so staff, what is the verdict? Was it a catastrophe?
The cookies are great.
Interesting.
If I may interpret, I believe that the Turkish Delight was a Turkish catastrophe, but the macaroons were macarate.
Yay! All right,
They were bougie.
Bougie.
bougie. So that is the end of the episode. Yay! See you later.